Welcome back to part 2 of the first step of achieving true enlightenment with Photoshop. In part 1 we discussed layers and the layers panel in some detail. In this video we're going to look at adjustment layers. So what are adjustment layers? Well, first let's have a look at adjustments. If I go up here to the image menu and go to adjustments, you'll see there's a load of adjustments here. These are global things we can change in an image. We can change the contrast with levels and curves and exposure and brightness contrast. We can do some changes to the colours, we can invert, we can do lots of things that we can do globally to that image. Now let's have a look at this. I've got the info panel open here. And I'm just going to put a little colour tag down. So we'll say we'll put one there. So this reading here now is the red, the green and the blue values that exist on that particular pixel there. We can see we've got 132 parts of blue, 75 of green and 50 of red. So that's the unique nature of that pixel. Now if we make an adjustment to this image, so let's go and do that. So we'll go to image and we'll say adjustments and we'll do a levels. And let's just make some adjustments. We can make it a bit darker, give it a little bit more contrast, something like that. And you'll see that if you look here in the info panel that the numbers have changed. We've now got slightly less blue, we've got less green and we've got less red. So we've got a completely different image. Now don't forget, this is happening to every single pixel. So if I save this image out now, if I click OK, that is now the new colour definition of that pixel and for all the other pixels. So we've got now a different image. So if I save this out now, come back next week and say, oh, I'd like to take it back to exactly as it was before, I don't know where it was before because this is now a different image. And so this is what they would call destructive editing. We are physically changing the pixel numbers. Now with adjustment layers, we can do it a little bit differently. So if we get the same image here, we've got the same numbers here, but now we're going to put an adjustment layer on. Now at the bottom of the layers panel, here we've got a little black and white symbol, and that's create a new fill or adjustment layer. And if I click on that, and we'll do the same one again, we'll do levels. So we've now got a levels adjustment layer. I'll just bring the properties panel in so you can see. So if we do a similar type of adjustment again, we can adjust wherever we like, make it darker, make it lighter, change the colour, do whatever we like. And in essence, we're doing the same thing. We're changing the numbers. You can see here we've gone 129 to 120, 73 to 52, blah, blah, blah. But that is now saved. I'll just move that out the way. So this layer is now saved with the image. So if I come back next week and say, no, I don't really like the adjustments I've made, I'd like to go back to where I was, then I could turn this layer off. And if you see, I go back to my original numbers because I've not changed this bottom layer at all. It's totally non-destructive. And I can turn it on, I can readjust it, I can go back into the adjustment and make more changes. Or if I want, I can throw the adjustment away completely by throwing it in the bin, and we're back to my original image again, totally non-destructive. Now another advantage is that we get a mask with these adjustment layers. So I'll just put my levels adjustment layer back on again. And let's just make a quick adjustment. Let's say I wanted to deepen that sky down. Don't need the info panel now, we'll get rid of that. But I've now got a mask. So wherever that's white at the moment, I'm seeing the adjustment. So I can see that on the image. But if I decided I didn't want that adjustment in part of this image, I could now go and get a paintbrush, select black, select a nice round paintbrush, and I can paint out the adjustment in any area that I don't want the adjustment to happen. So you'll see if I just make that disappear a bit, you can see here, this is where I'm painting out the adjustment. Again, if I'll just go down that side like that, but you can see the thing that I'm talking about, that here we've got an adjusted sky and we've painted out the adjustment where we don't want it. So now I can move that and get that as I want that to be. I'll just turn the eye off just to see how it's looking. And then again, this gets saved with the image, so if I need to come back to it, I can make some adjustments at some time in the future. Well, that's it. Adjustment layers. Non-destructive editing with adjustments that are on their own layer. Hope you found that useful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.